Stop everything. I'm about to show you two pennies that sold for a combined $2.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, million. One penny sold for $1.7 million, another for $840,000. And here's the crazy part. These coins were found in pocket change. Someone just like you picked up these pennies, realized what they had, and became rich overnight. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what these pennies look like, how to identify them, and what to do if you find one today. Because trust me, you could be carrying a fortune in your pocket right now and not even know it. So don't skip ahead. Every detail in this video could make you a millionaire. Let's begin. Welcome to World Pocket Coins, where we turn ordinary pocket change into extraordinary wealth. I'm going to cover two of the most valuable error pennies in United States history. These aren't just rare, they're legendary. Coin collectors dream about finding these. Museums display them. Auction houses fight over them. And you? You're about to learn how to spot them before anyone else does. Let me start with penny number one, the 1943 copper penny. This is the holy grail of penny collecting. To understand why this coin is worth over $1.7 million, I need to tell you a story about World War II, a massive mistake at the US Mint, and why this penny should not exist. The year is 1943. America is deep in World War II. The military needs copper for ammunition, shell casings, and communication wires. Copper is so critical to the war effort that the US government makes a dramatic decision. Stop making copper pennies. For the first time in history, the US Mint switches to steel. In 1943, they produce 1 billion steel pennies coated with zinc to prevent rust. These steel pennies look silver, not brown. They're magnetic, and they're common, worth maybe 10 to 50 cents today. But here's where the million-dollar mistake happens. A few copper blanks from 1942 were left in the machinery. When production started in 1943, these leftover copper blanks got stamped with the 1943 date. The mint didn't catch it. Quality control missed it. And approximately 20 to 40 copper pennies with the 1943 date made it into circulation. Think about this. In 1943, every single penny was supposed to be steel. Every single one. So if you have a copper-colored 1943 penny, you have a coin that was never supposed to exist. You have a mistake worth over $1 million. Now, before you run to check your pennies, let me warn you about something important. There are thousands of fake 1943 copper pennies out there. Scammers take 1948 pennies and file down the 8 to look like a 3. Or they take steel 1943 pennies and copperplate them. So you need to know how to authenticate the real thing. Here's your identification checklist. First, the color. A genuine 1943 copper penny is reddish-brown, like a normal penny. It should not be silver or gray. If it's silver, it's just a regular steel penny worth 50 cents. Second, the weight. This is critical. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams. A steel penny weighs 2.7 grams. Use a digital scale. If your 1943 penny weighs around 3.1 grams, your heart should start racing. Third, the magnet test. This is the easiest test you can do right now. Get a magnet. A real copper penny is not magnetic. The magnet will not stick to it. A steel penny is magnetic. The magnet will grab it immediately. So if you have a brown 1943 penny and a magnet doesn't stick to it, you might have just found $1 million coin. Let me show you the real sales records, because I want you to understand just how valuable this is. In 2010, a 1943 copper penny graded MS63 brown sold for $1.7 million at Legend Rare Coin Auctions. Let me repeat that, $1.7 million for one penny. In 2012, another example sold for over $1 million. In 2019, a lower-grade example still sold for $204,000. Even damaged 1943 copper pennies sell for $100,000 or more. The most famous 1943 copper penny was found by a teenager named Don Lutz Jr. in his school cafeteria change in 1947. He held on to it for 70 years. When he died, his family sold it for $204,000. Another was found in a New Jersey estate sale in 2001 and sold for over $200,000. These stories are real. These finds are real. And the next find could be you. There are different mint marks to look for. The Philadelphia Mint made 1943 copper pennies with no mint mark. The Denver Mint made some with a D under the date. The San Francisco Mint made some with an S. All varieties are worth over $100,000 minimum, with top examples reaching $1.7 million. Now let's talk about penny number 2, the 1944 steel penny. If the 1943 copper penny is the mistake that should have been steel, the 1944 steel penny is the reverse. It's the steel penny that should have been copper. Here's what happened. In 1944, World War II was still going on, but copper became more available. The U.S. Mint switched back to copper pennies. They were supposed to use up all the steel blanks from 1943 and only strike copper pennies with the 1944 date. But guess what? Some leftover steel blanks from 1943 were still in the machines. These steel blanks got stamped with 1944 dates. The Mint estimates only 25 to 30 exist, so think about it. In 1944, every penny should be copper. If you find a silver-looking penny from 1944, you've found the opposite error, a steel penny that should have been copper. And this error is worth between $75,000 and $840,000 depending on condition. The identification process is the reverse of the 1943 copper penny. First, check the color. A 1944 steel penny looks silver or grayish, not brown. If it's brown, it's just a common copper penny. Second, the weight. Steel pennies weigh 2.7 grams. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams. Weigh your 1944 penny. If it's around 2.7 grams, you might be rich. Third, the magnet test. A genuine 1944 steel penny is magnetic. Get a magnet. If your silver-colored 1944 penny sticks to the magnet, do not spend it. Let me give you the sales records. In 2007, a 1944 steel penny graded MS-66 sold for $373,750. In 2008, another sold for $115,000. In 2021, a PCGS MS-64 example sold for $180,000. And in a private sale in 2022, a top-grade example reportedly sold $4,840,000. The most famous 1944 steel penny was discovered in a boy's lunch money in the 1970s. His father was a coin collector and recognized it immediately. They sold it years later for over $200,000. Another was found in an old piggy bank at an estate sale in Texas and sold $4,150,000. There are 3 varieties again: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D, and San Francisco with an S. The San Francisco 1944 S steel penny is the rarest, with only 2 known examples. One sold for $373,750. Now let me tell you about recent finds, because this will blow your mind. In 2019, a woman in Massachusetts found a 1943 copper penny in her father's coin collection. She had no idea what it was worth. She took it to a coin dealer who nearly fainted. It sold for $204,000. In 2022, a man sorting through change from his late grandfather's jar found a 1944 steel penny, authenticated by PCGS. Sold for $97,000. Here's what I want you to understand. These coins are still out there. People still find them in old jars, estate sales, inherited collections, and yes, even in circulation occasionally. Just last year, someone posted on Reddit that they found a possible 1943 copper penny at a gas station. The coin community went crazy. So where do you look? First, check every penny from the 1940s that you have. Look in old jars, piggy banks, drawers. Second, ask older relatives if they have old pennies saved. Many people who lived through WW2 saved steel pennies as souvenirs. Third, buy rolls of pennies from the bank and search through them. Yes, the odds are slim, but people do still find these in bank rolls. Fourth, attend estate sales and garage sales. Look for old coin collections being sold by people who don't know what they have. Now, let's say you think you found one of these $1,000,000 pennies. What do? Here's your step-by-step action plan. Step 1. Do not clean the coin. I repeat, do not clean it. Cleaning destroys value. Leave it exactly as you found it. Step 2. Do the basic test yourself. Check the color. Weigh it on a digital scale. Do the magnet test. If it passes all 3 tests, move to Step 3. Step 3. Put the coin in a protective holder immediately. You can buy coin flips or capsules at any coin shop for a few dollars. Handle it only by the edges. Never touch the face. Step 4. Take clear photos. Photograph both sides in good lighting. Take close-ups of the date, mint mark if any, and overall condition. Step 5. Contact a reputable coin dealer or authentication service. The 2 main services are PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. You mail them your coin with insurance. They authenticate it, grade it, and seal it in a protective holder. This costs around $50 to $200 depending on the service level, but it's worth every penny if your coin is real. Step 6. If it's authenticated as genuine, decide how to sell. You have several options. You can sell through a major auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. They take a commission but get you maximum price. You can sell to a coin dealer. Faster, but you'll get less money. You can sell on eBay, but only if the coin is certified by PCGS or NGC. Otherwise, nobody will trust it. Or you can hold on to it. These coins appreciate in value over time. Let me give you some warnings about scams and fakes. Warning number 1, altered dates. Scammers filed down 1948 pennies to look like 1943. Look closely at the 3. It should be crisp and clear, not filed or scratched. Warning number 2, copper-plated steel pennies. Scammers take cheap 1943 steel pennies and copperplate them to look like the valuable copper version. This is why the magnet test is critical. A copper-plated steel penny will still stick to a magnet. Warning number 3, fake certification labels. Some scammers create fake PCGS or NGC labels. Always verify certification numbers on the official PCGS or NGC websites. Here's a reality check. The odds of finding one of these in circulation today are extremely low. There are probably only 40 to 60 genuine 1943 copper pennies and 25 to 30 genuine 1944 steel pennies in existence. But people do still find them. And even if you don't find these specific $1,000,000 pennies, there are hundreds of other valuable pennies worth $50, $100, $500, even $10,000 that you can find. I'll cover those in future videos, so make sure you subscribe. Let me tell you about some other valuable pennies you should look for while you're checking your change. The 1955 double die penny, worth $1,000 to $20,000. The 1969 S double die, worth $50,000 or more. The 1972 double die, worth $500 to $5,000. The 1982 small date copper penny, worth $10,000 in high grade. The 1983 copper penny, supposed to be zinc, but some copper blanks snuck through, worth $10,000 to $15,000. I'll make detailed videos on all of these, so hit that subscribe button. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, pause this video and go get every penny you have. Check all the 1943 pennies. Do they look copper-colored? Check all the 1944 pennies. Do they look silver? Second, Do the magnet test on anything suspicious. Third, if you find anything that passes the tests, put it aside and get it professionally checked. Fourth, tell your friends and family about these pennies. You could help someone else become a millionaire. Let me share one more story that will inspire you. In 2018, a school teacher in California was going through her late father's belongings. She found an old Maxwell House coffee can full of pennies. She almost threw them out, but something made her look through them first. And there it was, a 1944 steel penny. She couldn't believe it. She had it authenticated. It graded MS-63. She sold it at auction for $158,000. That coffee can of worthless pennies paid off her mortgage and sent her daughter to college. These stories happen because people take the time to check their coins. They watch videos like this one. They learn what to look for, and they get rewarded. You could be next. Before I end this video, let me give you some final tips. Tip number 1, develop a routine. Every time you get pennies and change, quickly glance at the dates. It takes 2 seconds and could change your life. Tip number 2, carry a small magnet in your wallet or purse. You can test suspicious pennies immediately. Tip number 3, join coin collecting communities online. Reddit has our /coins and our /CRH, coin roll hunting. Facebook has dozens of coin groups. You'll learn so much and see real finds from real people. Tip number 4, buy a cheap digital scale. They cost $10 on Amazon and let you weigh coins accurately. Tip number 5, have fun with it. Coin hunting is a treasure hunt. Enjoy the search, and if you find something valuable, that's an amazing bonus. So here's my challenge to you. In the next 24 hours, check 100 pennies. Just 100. Look at the dates. Look at the colors. Do the magnet test on anything from 1943 or 1944. Then come back to this video and leave a comment telling me what you found. Did you find any 1943 pennies? Any 1944 pennies? Even if they're common ones, practice identifying them. Build the habit, because the next penny you check could be worth $1.7 million. And one more thing. If this video helped you, if you learned something valuable, please hit that like button. It tells YouTube to show this video to more people. You could help someone else find a $1 million penny. And subscribe to World Pocket Coins because I post new videos every week about rare coins, valuable currency, and hidden treasures in your pocket change. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Imagine finding a penny worth $1.7 million. Imagine holding it in your hand. Imagine getting it authenticated and watching the expert's face when they confirm it's real. Imagine the auction, the bidding war, the final price announcement. That could be your story, but only if you check your pennies. So go right now. Check your change. Check your jars. Check your car cup holders. Check everywhere. Because somewhere out there, there are still 1943 copper pennies and 1944 steel pennies waiting to be found. And the next person to find one could be watching this video right now. It could be you. Thank you for watching World Pocket Coins. Remember, fortune favors the observant. Check your change, and I'll see you in the next video where I reveal 3 more coins worth thousands of dollars that you can actually find. Don't miss it.